Arise, Catholic faithful, rejoice and renew. Beloved, I welcome you to Faith Morale with Father January. This episode of Youth Morale is sponsored by PEEP. PEEP is a gift shop, an exquisite, an excellent gift shop and more. You can locate PEEP shop at the Kakalika Plaza on the Sprinters Road. Beloved, you will find beautiful artifact, beautiful gift design in beautiful words from scripture and your own words. Yes, you can also make orders for yourself. You can consult PEEP on the numbers on the flyer on the screen. You can take a shot and call them. You can go there for beautiful artifact, beautiful items, caps, marks, and many more. I can't say much, beloved, but find out for yourself. PEEP on the Kakalika Plaza on the Sprinters Road, and you will love it. Thank you very much for sponsoring this episode of Youth Morale with Father January. I am sure you enjoy the first episode where we talked about the fact that you are not useless. You are not useless. I am not useless, and no one is useless. And the most important thing we need to know about ourselves is to discover ourselves. And so in this episode, we want to talk about how to discover yourself. How do you discover yourself? How do you know yourself? Discovery of ourselves, beloved, is like uncovering ourselves. It is only when we know ourselves that we know the value we are made of. It is only when we know ourselves and we know who we are, then we know how we can achieve our goals. Reading about discovering of ourselves, I saw on the healthlink.com a very beautiful article of how to discover oneself. And I want to share this with you. Added to the 9 point they gave, I added a 10 point that should help us in discovering ourselves. Let us go to this point and see how we can help discover ourselves. Point number 1. In order to discover yourself, beloved, it is very important to visualize yourself. What do I mean by visualize yourself? You need to look at yourself the way you want to be. In visualizing yourself, there's a need for you to ask some basic questions. Like, what do I want from this life? Ask yourself, where do I want to be in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, in the next 15 years, in the next 20 years? Where do I want to be? In visualizing yourself, you need to ask yourself, what is it that I am proud of? What is it of myself that makes me so proud? These and many other questions you can ask. Visualizing yourself. Ask yourself, what is it that I am capable of doing? Have the ideal self. If like it is like dreaming, you need to have a dream. Every human being, every youth need to have a dream. And it's this dream that will help us to grow. Point number 1 in discovering yourself, beloved, visualize yourself. Have a vision of your life. Number 2, you need to explore your passions. Every human being, every youth has passion. Yes, you must have passion too. You need to explore that passion that makes you do what you want to do. Passion gives a purpose to our lives. Passion makes us get meaning from our lives. Passion must make us have meaningful life to live. And so you need to explore the passions you have. Some are so passionate about speaking. Some are so passionate about leadership. Some are so passionate about hairdressing. Some are so passionate about driving. Some are so passionate about preaching. Some are so passionate about so many things. What is your passion? After you visualize yourself, to explore your passion, know where your passion drives you to. Point number 3, you need to try new things. You need to try new things. Yes, you visualize yourself, you explore your passion, then try new things. The only way you can know yourself and who you are is trying to venture into new things. There's always the fear to try new things. Do something totally new, something different, something that you are not used to, something that you enjoy doing. Try it. Don't be afraid. By doing so, you will discover yourself. You will come to know that you have talent somewhere that you did not know. You will come to know that there's something about you that you have not explored yet. Try something new. Maybe you want to try something new in photography. Maybe you want to try something new in swimming. Maybe you want to try something new in sports. Maybe you want to try something new in academia. Try something new, beloved. Anything new, think of it. Go all for it. Point number 4. In describing yourself, after you have visualized yourself, explore your passions and try something new. Then evaluate your skills. Consider your unique abilities. Yes, each and every one of us have abilities. Consider your unique abilities, and these abilities separate you from another person. It makes you totally different from another person. You have abilities. Beloved, evaluate them. See how these abilities can be put to use to make you come out, to make you that different person from everyone else. Evaluate your skills, your skill of playing football, your skill of talking, your skill of writing, your skill of giving speech. Beloved, evaluate that skill. My dear youth, indeed, you are not useless. And that's why today we are learning how to discover ourselves. The next point to discover ourselves is to identify what your value is, or identify what you value about yourself. Identify what you value about yourself. Yes, there may be something unique about you. After you have identified that, see what it is that you value. What value of you are you so passionate about? Maybe you are passionate about honesty, you are passionate about truth, you are passionate about your compassion, your mercy for others. You are passionate for loyalty, for friendship, and all that. It is a unique value you have. Work towards it, because this can also help you discover who you are. If you are someone who is so passionate or compassionate to others, you may want to try nursing or helping those who are sick. If you are somebody who upholds truth, you want to be a lawyer or a judge upholding the truth. If you are somebody who loves people, you want to be there fighting for the poor and fighting for the needy. And all these things will help you. What values do you uphold? You must know the value you uphold to help you discover yourself truly. Let's look at point number 6. Point number 6, we need to ask ourselves questions. In discovering yourself, it is important to ask yourselves very relevant questions, like, why do I want to do the things I do? So you do certain things you do not understand. You want to ask yourself, why do I do the things I do? Why am I so merciful? Why do I like singing? Why do I like playing football? Why do I like helping the poor? Why do I like visiting the prisoners? Why? You want to ask yourself why. You want to ask yourself, what drives me? What pushes me? Find out. There may be something that pushes you. Maybe someone pushes you on, friends push you on, parents push you on, brothers and sisters push you on. You have a driving force. It could be coming from within or from without. You need to know. Ask yourself certain questions. You can also ask yourself, what am I missing? Am I missing something by being this way? Am I missing something by being that way? Am I missing something by being a priest? Am I missing something by being a husband? Am I missing something by being a wife? Am I missing something by being a religious brother or sister? What am I missing? These are basic questions you need to ask yourself. As you discover yourself, it helps you to know who you are. Then you can venture the right vocations or the right skill or job you want to do. Number 7, you need to learn something new each day. In discovering yourself, it is important to learn something new. So ask yourself today, what new thing have I learned? What new thing have I learned? Yes, today I have learned something new. What new thing have you learned today? And as you learn something new, you add up to your knowledge. You add up to your experience. So in your field of discovery, maybe your value of compassion, of truth, of mercy, of creativity, and all that, you must learn something new from that value. And that will make you a different person from the other. So each day, you need to learn something new. And that helps you build yourself up. That helps you become so courageous. That helps you to become so confident in whatever you do. Learn something new. Point number 8. Point number 8, we need to keep a journal. Keep a journal. Usually, young girls growing up will keep journals. They want to write down records of things that happened to them. So they write the first time she was kissed, the first time this happened, the first time this happened, my boyfriend did this to me. They write them in journals so beautifully. Usually for ladies, have no problem. But with guys, very difficult for us to put journals down. But in discovering ourselves, it is good for us to write down journals. Because as adolescents, so many things happen to us whilst we are growing. Now, when we keep journals, it helps us to know ourselves. It helps us to go back to ourselves anytime we are going off. See, so keeping of journals helps you to know where you are going from and where you are going to. You may not be used to writing journals, but it helps. You can keep a small diary and write them down. Now, as you jot down your journals, now some people may not like to write. So you can't write a whole thing, describe everything. You can just put down points. Whatever happens, journalize your activities, your experience. You can study them and it will help you discover yourself. Point number 9. Number 9 says, talk to a therapist. Talk to a therapist. Beloved, here with therapist, we are talking about counselor, a friend, or a trusted person. Yes, every youth, every growing person, in fact, every adult has someone they trust, people they trust. It doesn't matter the age of the person, but once you trust the person, you can open up to this person. You can tell this person your secret, your innermost secret, the skeletons you have in your cupboard. You can open them up to this counselor, this priest, this friend, your parent, if you like, a therapist. You need to talk to someone who can help you discover yourself. You see, when we talk to therapists or we talk to friends and counselors, they help us to know what we do not know about ourselves. And so all these things we are talking about today is to help us discover ourselves, to know who we are. Even though I did not have to go through these step-by-step process to discover who I am, I know at one point in time, I found myself doing one thing or the other. And that is why I find these points very interesting. Now, the 10th point I added to what I got from headline.com is this: be open to yourself. Be open to yourself. Now, by saying be open to yourself, I mean be frank with yourself. You must know your strength. You must know your weakness. You must know where you are strong. And you must know where you are weak. So that knowing your strength, you can use that to build yourself up. Knowing your weakness, you can always work on them and become a better person. If not, your weakness can bring you down and will help you or will not help you to know who you are or even get to the goal you set for yourself. So, beloved, you need to open yourself. Now, by so doing, you open yourself first to yourself. You need to open yourself to others. You need to open yourself to God. Because there are things that we know about ourselves that others do not know. According to Joe Harris' window, there are things that we know about ourselves that others do not know about us. There are things that we do not know about ourselves, but others know about us. There are things that we do not know, others do not know, and nobody knows. Only God knows. So there's a need to open yourself up, first to yourself, two to others, and three to God. Hence, there's a need to add prayer, add meditation, add reflection in the discovering of yourself. It is not only a mental thing, it is not only a physical exercise in discovering yourself, it is also something spiritual. Sometimes you can go for retreats to enable you think about yourself, ask all the questions: who am I? What are my gift? What are my talent? What am I good at? Why am I doing this? What is my strength? What is my weakness? And you need to know all this one. What gift do I have? What talent do I have in order to discover yourself? Beloved, it is a simple but can be very difficult process. If you can't do it on your own, you need to bring in people. We are there as your chaplains. We are there as your priest. Get closer to your priest and let them help you discover yourself in order to know where you fit in the society. That is why you are not useless. But if you are unable to know who you are and where you fit in society, you may think that you are useless. Beloved, again, I say you are not useless. Follow the steps, the 10 steps you have given, especially the 10th point. Open yourself up. First and foremost to yourself, to others, to God, in prayer, in meditation, in reflection, and sometimes visit retreat house and have a retreat for yourself. Dear friends, this is Youth Morale from Father January to give you some confidence. Don't be afraid, as the background song says, Eya mensuro. Do not be afraid. If you discover yourself well, if you are not afraid, if you don't consider yourself useless, God is capable of helping you to achieve whatever He has set for you to achieve. Beloved, this episode of Youth Morale is sponsored by PEEP. PEEP is an exquisite and exclusive shop for gifts and more. You can locate PEEP at the Kalika Plaza, where we have beautiful artifacts, beautiful things there you will love for your birthdays, for gifts, for friends, your wedding anniversaries, and all that. Where text can be written the way you want them. You can see examples on your screen. Beloved, you can consult them, PEEP, and you will have beautiful gifts for yourself and for your friends. Thank you, PEEP, for sponsoring this episode of Youth Morale. If you also want to sponsor any of our episodes, get in touch with Father January, and we will be very, very glad. Thank you very much. God bless you. Peace and joy.
I love Father January YouTube channel. Please